You are currently looking at a Jaguar Fpace 25D all-wheel drive R-Sport in what we think is Yulong white. And in this short video, we hope to tell you things you won't find in its brochure. Right, by now you've probably worked out that we live in southern Africa, which means that we have pet lions and every child knows how to catch a zebra. This is my commute to work. Lovely, isn't it? The council recently upgraded the road, don't you know? Here's my wife taking our daughter to daycare. Oh, watch your speed there, love. And here we are, parking at the local supermarket, which is 3 sunrises behind the jungle of the ancestral... No, I can't do this to you. This is not what life in Africa looks like. We just took this Jag to a really fancy safari resort, and we got it a bit dirty. Sometimes on purpose. Soz about that, Jaguar. Like this bit. Oh, and there. And especially that bit. Oopsie. The incredibly stylish and sophisticated Jaguar SUV was absolutely perfect for this job. In fact, we saw one just like it at the reception area, where, and this is not a joke, we had to run for cover one evening because a rogue elephant was causing mischief very close by. Hardcore 4x4 enthusiasts, which may or may not include members of our staff, will tell you that this Fpace is just a tarted-up momsy-dadsy pavement hopper. And thanks to its lavish leather and low-profile tires, they certainly have a point. But even the modern South African no longer has a need for winches and diff locks. Unless, of course, they like to play with those things in their spare time. Nope, most people just want a big, fancy, comfortable SUV whose extra ride height can deal with a bit of dirt road. Like, say, at a weekend stay on some luxury game resort, which you organized as an apology to your wife for not telling her that you bought another old AMG. This is all hypothetical, of course. This big white Jaguar didn't just blend into the parking lot. Most occupants of the car agreed that it actually felt better on safari tracks than out on the highway or during our suburban trips. You see, that is due to a faint nervousness in its character. The steering is quite agile, and Jaguar gave this car a sporty ride which borders on firm, and that got completely absorbed by these bumpy dirt roads. All of this is not helped by the obligatory painted-on tires. For the record, none of our testers or guests appreciated the black winter Steely's vibe. In fact, they looked much better coated in a layer of Africa's finest. Speaking of coating, we thought that this car's mundane white paint was a striking contrast to the very red bits of its interior, sort of like a nun with racy red knickers. Other boring stuff we picked up were the sound and power delivery of this 2-litre inline 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Nope, we also don't know what 25D stands for. Mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox, we encountered the odd bit of turbo lag and or gear change hesitation, to the point where we started planning our overtaking moves. Once the drivetrain has managed to orchestrate everything, the resulting shove of power is not too shabby, but its initial efforts just feel so lethargic. Observe, Jaguar claims 0 to 100 km an hour in 7.2 seconds, but even with a vicious brake stand, our best sprint time was 1.1 seconds slower. Oh dear. Reversing the process took almost exactly 3 seconds and 41.32 meters. Meh, not bad. Same goes for the big SUV's fuel consumption. We seriously hoped to hit its maker's claim of 5.8 liters per 100, but alas, during our extended weekend safari, that simply was impossible. Having said that, our average of around 8 to 9 is still impressive considering the size and weight of this vehicle, plus all that low-speed game viewing. That animated gear knob and the pulsating engine start button might be old news to some, but it thoroughly entertained the youngest member of our crew. Right, in an effort to sum up, we also wish to mention this car's incredible headlights, very stylish cabin and dashboard, not one but 2 glass roofs, a superb sound system, which sometimes resets the USB playlist, and last but certainly not least, its thermonuclear seat heaters. Typical British car. The Fpace AWD R-Sport whatever is reasonably practical, a little bit twitchy, and unfortunately for our part of the world, jolly expensive when new. Also, it is quite beautiful, so you'll probably have to have a second look as you walk away. In other words, it's a proper modern Jaguar.